Hello everyone, and welcome to this important update about your Centrelink Christmas 2025 payments. This is your direct and official style news in simple language so that every senior, pensioner, and family receiving benefits in Australia can understand exactly what's happening before the holidays. As we move closer to Christmas, Services Australia and Centrelink have confirmed that regular payments like the age pension, disability support pension, carer payment, and family tax benefit will be affected by the public holidays at the end of December. This means the dates are changing, and many people will be receiving their money earlier than usual. It's important that you know these new dates because they can affect how you plan your spending during the holidays, especially when banks and government offices will be closed. Every year, Centrelink moves its payment schedule to make sure no one is left without money during the Christmas period. In 2025, Christmas Day falls on a Thursday, and Boxing Day follows on Friday, which means most government departments, including Services Australia, will close from the evening of December 24th until the following Monday. Because of that closure, regular payments will be made a few days earlier than the normal cycle. So, if you usually receive your payment between December 25th and 29th, expect to see it land in your account a few days earlier. This adjustment applies to all major benefits: age pension, disability support pension, carer payment, care allowance, JobSeeker payment, youth allowance, parenting payment, and family tax benefit. The early payment ensures that you have the funds available to manage Christmas shopping, bills, and any extra costs before the public holidays. Centrelink's early payment schedule is designed to make things smoother and stress-free for older Australians and families who rely on regular assistance. However, this also means that your next payment after the holidays might take slightly longer to arrive, since the usual fortnightly cycle resets after the early release. It's something that every recipient should keep in mind while planning their household budget. The earlier deposit doesn't mean an extra payment. It's simply paid ahead of time to cover the period when offices and financial institutions are closed. Now, let's talk about the main groups that will benefit most from these adjusted dates, starting with the age pensioners. The age pension is one of the largest Centrelink payments in Australia, and for millions of older citizens, it is their main source of income. The Christmas period is a special time when many pensioners spend more on travel, family visits, and gifts, so receiving the pension earlier is a great help. Most age pensioners who normally get paid between Thursday, December 25th and Sunday, December 28th, will receive their deposit earlier, likely on Tuesday, December 23rd, or Wednesday, December 24th, depending on the bank. Banks may process funds faster or slower, so it's always smart to check your balance early in the week before Christmas. For those receiving disability support pension and carer payments, the same schedule applies. Centrelink's system automatically moves payment processing dates forward so that recipients are not left waiting during the closure period. This makes sure that everyone, whether they are aged, caring for a loved one, or living with a disability, receives their money before Christmas Day. The idea is simple: to ensure that all Australians supported by Centrelink can enjoy the festive season with dignity, security, and peace of mind. It's also worth mentioning that during this time, many households will receive combined support. Some older Australians receive both the age pension and energy supplement, or they might have rent assistance or pharmaceutical allowance attached to their payments. All these linked benefits are included in the early payment. Nothing is skipped, delayed, or reduced. You'll get your full entitlement, just earlier. As the holiday season approaches, the Services Australia payment calendar always shifts slightly to match the public holidays. Because 2025 includes a Thursday Christmas and a Friday Boxing Day, many offices, post centres, and financial institutions will be closed from Thursday, December 25th until Monday, December 29th. This 4-day window makes it necessary for payments to be processed earlier. Some banks might also experience a backlog on December 24th because of the high volume of transactions before the long weekend. That's why Centrelink encourages recipients to check their payment summaries through their online accounts or the Express Plus Centrelink app ahead of time, ensuring there are no surprises when the money arrives earlier than expected. It's also important to understand how these changes affect the rhythm of your payments in January. For most people, the early payment before Christmas means that the gap between that deposit and the next one after New Year's will be longer than usual. This isn't a mistake. It's simply the result of adjusting to the holiday calendar. The first regular payment after the Christmas adjustment will likely resume in the first or second week of January 2026, depending on your normal payment cycle. Planning ahead and setting aside funds for that longer gap can make the transition smoother into the new year. The government understands that Christmas can bring extra financial pressure, especially for seniors and carers. Extra travel, family visits, and higher utility bills during summer can stretch the budget. That's why the early payment schedule helps reduce stress and ensure that everyone can manage comfortably during the break. It's not an additional Christmas bonus or stimulus, but rather a scheduling change to guarantee continuity of support. However, some recipients might also qualify for other one-time payments or supplements announced during December. These could include the energy supplement, cost of living adjustment, or state-based rebates, depending on your eligibility and residence. In the broader economic context, Australia's pension and welfare system continues to adjust for inflation, living costs, and energy prices. The 2025 indexation round earlier this year already raised age pension and disability support pension rates, reflecting changes in the Consumer Price Index. So, even though there's no separate Christmas bonus at the federal level this year, the current rates are higher than last year, offering better support during the festive season. Seniors can expect their fortnightly age pension payments to reflect the adjusted rate announced in September 2025, with singles receiving around $1,100 per fortnight and couples receiving about $1,660 combined, depending on income and assets. These figures include supplements such as the energy supplement and pension supplement. For carers, the carer payment and carer allowance continue to be vital forms of support during the holidays. Many carers spend extra during this period on special diets, mobility equipment, or family visits. Like other Centrelink payments, these will also arrive earlier in December to ensure stability. It's also a good reminder for carers to check their income reporting obligations if they are working part-time or have casual jobs, as holidays might affect reporting times and Centrelink office availability. Beyond pensions, families also experience timing adjustments for their payments. The family tax benefit, parenting payment, youth allowance, and austerity payments are all subject to the same early processing rules. For families, this is particularly helpful, as it provides the funds necessary for Christmas expenses such as food, travel, and gifts. Most family tax benefit recipients will see their payment arrive earlier in the week leading up to Christmas. The parenting payment follows the same pattern, ensuring that families have access to their benefits before banks close for the holidays. University students receiving youth allowance or austerity will also notice the shift. Because many students rely on these payments for rent and living costs, receiving funds earlier can make December a little easier. The first payment for the new year will resume in January as usual once Centrelink's system reopens. It's also the time when some students may need to report their new study load or reconfirm enrollment for the next semester to maintain eligibility. For parents and guardians, the advance payment options remain available. Some families choose to request a family tax benefit advance during December to help cover Christmas costs. These advances are optional and are repaid from future payments over time. Centrelink advises using this option only if truly needed, as it temporarily reduces future fortnightly payments. Still, for families facing high December expenses, it can be a valuable relief. Now, it's also worth noting that Christmas is the busiest time of year for Centrelink's call centers and offices. Because of the public holidays, it's always best to resolve any payment questions or updates by mid-December. While offices close for Christmas and Boxing Day, online self-service systems remain available 24 hours a day. Recipients can still check balances, report income, and review payment histories through online accounts. But physical offices and phone services will resume normal operations after the holiday weekend. For those living in regional or remote areas, it's especially important to note the earlier payment schedule because postal delivery delays can occur around Christmas. Centrelink uses electronic delivery for nearly all benefits, but if you receive letters or paper notifications, they may arrive later due to the holiday rush. The government assures that all direct deposits will be processed on time, regardless of your location. Seniors who receive the age pension from Centrelink or through the Department of Veterans Affairs will see similar payment adjustments. Veterans service pensions, income support supplements, and disability payments under DVA will all align closely with Centrelink's holiday schedule. This coordination ensures that every pensioner, whether through DVA or Centrelink, has access to their money before Christmas Day. Veterans often receive a slightly earlier notification of their deposit date, which helps them plan their budgets in advance. The Department of Veterans Affairs and Services Australia work closely during December to guarantee smooth processing across both systems. Many veterans and war widows also receive energy rebates and supplements during this time, and all of those will be included in the early payments. As usual, there is no need to reapply or contact the department unless your personal details or banking information have changed recently. If those details have changed, Updating them before mid-December will help prevent delays. For seniors living in retirement villages or aged care homes, administrators often help residents confirm their payment dates. Because these payments arrive early, some facilities schedule rent or care fee deductions slightly earlier as well. It's important for residents to confirm these details so that the funds are available for personal use and not all automatically redirected toward facility fees before Christmas. The government's focus remains on ensuring that every older Australian has peace of mind during the holidays. Early payments, stable pension rates, and steady supplements are key parts of that effort. The federal government has already confirmed that indexation adjustments for the next financial year will continue in March 2026, so seniors can expect ongoing support as inflation changes. Christmas 2025 arrives at a time when many Australians are still feeling the effects of rising costs, from groceries to electricity bills. The Albanese government and Treasury have worked throughout the year to manage inflation and balance the national budget while maintaining strong welfare support. The September pension increase earlier this year was part of a broader effort to shield low-income Australians from global cost of living pressures. That's why the age pension, disability support pension, and carer payment rates were all lifted in line with inflation and average wage movements. For seniors, this means that while there's no separate Christmas bonus, the amount being received each fortnight is higher than before. It's effectively an ongoing boost built into the new rate. Combined with state-level rebates such as energy concessions, rent assistance, and local council discounts, these measures help pensioners manage the holiday period more comfortably. Many states also provide their own seasonal rebates, such as energy relief payments or transport concessions, which are separate from Centrelink's federal payments. There are also ongoing discussions about expanding eligibility for certain supplements, such as rent assistance, which could further benefit pensioners who are renting privately. Although those decisions are expected next year, they form part of a broader national conversation about fairness and cost of living support. The early payment schedule for Christmas 2025 is a reminder of how seriously the government takes welfare continuity. Rather than suspending payments or delaying them due to holidays, Centrelink and the Treasury coordinate in advance to ensure that no one is left waiting. This reliability is one of the strongest parts of the Australian social support system. As we conclude this update, it's clear that Centrelink has once again planned carefully to support every pensioner, carer, and family during the Christmas 2025 season. Payments will arrive early, ensuring no one faces delays or uncertainty during the public holidays. Seniors will receive their age pension and supplements ahead of schedule. Carers will have their support funds in time to manage extra responsibilities, and families will receive their benefits before the festive rush. All of this is done to provide peace of mind and stability when it matters most. Remember that this early payment is not an extra bonus but a shift in timing, designed so you can enjoy the holidays without worrying about money arriving late. The following payment will come after the new year, once offices reopen and regular schedules resume. Planning ahead, budgeting carefully, and checking your payment notifications are the keys to staying financially steady through this festive period. As 2025 comes to a close, it's also a moment to appreciate how much effort goes into maintaining Australia's social support network. From Services Australia staff to carers, families, and seniors themselves, everyone plays a role in keeping the system running smoothly. The government continues to adjust payments in line with the cost of living, protecting the dignity and well-being of older Australians and those who need assistance the most. So, as you prepare for Christmas, take comfort in knowing that your Centrelink payment is safe, secure, and arriving early. The festive season is a time for rest, gratitude, and togetherness, and with this update, you can plan confidently for the days ahead. From everyone bringing you this update, have a peaceful and happy Christmas, and may the new year bring good health, security, and continued support for all Australians who rely on these vital payments.